Okay, me and AJ just got done watching Equalizer 2. The first Equalizer is probably one of my favorite movies. And can you give us one word? AJ fell asleep during the movie. Can you give us one word to describe this movie? Maybe two.
Denzel.
So, did you actually watch enough of the movie to do a review?
I watched most of it. Look, man, when you're sleepy, it happens. You saw the intro.
Block out the haters.
Whatever. You're the hater in this situation.
Alright. I'm Jimmy, this is AJ. We're going to be talking about movies and stuff. And today it is Equalizer 2, which is the follow-up to one of my favorite movies of all time, Equalizer.
Yes. I remember watching it and respecting it. Probably need to watch it again because I feel like I love it a lot more. I don't.
The first one?
The first one. I don't love it as much as Jimmy does.
Yeah, well, it's just an unorthodox film and a powerful film, which are two things that I really like. And Denzel Washington is in it, which it's a plus to any story. I mean, good grief.
Literally, we would watch him do anything, including reading the...
Not anything.
Okay.
No.
We'd watch him read the phone book for 2 minutes.
He would make it interesting.
He would.
I don't know how.
I'd probably last 5 minutes and then fall asleep.
You old bones.
As long as it's after 10 o'clock. Definitely would after 10 o'clock.
All right.
Anyway, getting into the movie.
Okay, so it was good. It was not, I didn't like it quite as much as the first one, but you know, it had its moments. Overall, I think it was a great movie. You know, it's just kind of a vibe that these movies have. Like, it's different than like big Hollywood movies, action flicks.
Your big budget movies.
Yeah, which I think the budget on these movies is pretty decent.
Pretty decent. It's not like indie where you're like, we didn't have money for that, you know.
Yeah, but it's shot in a very indie way, in my opinion. The angles and stuff, they're unorthodox, something that you don't really see in like Marvel movies or something. But something like each angle tells the story a little more, adds to the story, which is something it's awesome. I love that about these movies.
Yeah, it's very, and I've been liking these movies too the more I watch, like where it's very grounded in the city that you're in, you know, like it's very the culture of the city.
Yeah.
Because I agree with you, because I remember the first one had very interesting camera angles. I really liked that and really respected that about the first one. The opening of this movie, or this whole movie, cinematography, I love the way they shot this movie. I really enjoyed it.
It's great. Yeah. And going back to where you're at in the story, so on the first one, you know, if you haven't seen it, my goodness, what are you doing? Go watch it right now. I refuse to say any more. I'm not going to review that movie. It stands on its own. Go watch it.
Until we make a separate movie review video for it.
No, we're not going to sully that perfect film.
You would love
thoughts.
Just be honest, you would love to talk about it.
Yeah, we're not.
Anyway, my thoughts on the film.
No. That's not happening.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so in the first one, right, you have this relationship between Denzel, whatever his name, you know, Denzel is.
I have no idea. Is it Mark?
I don't know.
We can't remember his character's name.
We'll just call him Denzel because, yeah. Okay, so Denzel's got this relationship with this girl he meets in a diner, and you know she's a prostitute, so she's always up at night, and he's a night owl, so he goes there and you know gets this coffee and reads a book, and so over the course of the movie he kind of mentors this girl, gets to know her, and in the end ends up saving her. So you kind of have that same feeling going on in this other one. He moved to a different place, and and he kind of mentors this young African American kid. They're kind of living sort of in the hood. What were they in? New York? Was that where they're at?
It looked like New York. I don't know.
I don't think they ever said explicitly. It was a big city.
Uh-huh.
And so there's gangs and stuff, and this kid, he's getting wrapped up in the gangs, but Denzel's trying to bring him back, offering him these chances to make an honest living. So this kid's an artist, and I'm not trying to spoil stuff, but Denzel's I got work for you. Here's you can make some money right here, and the kid's going for it, and so there's that same mentoring kind of feeling going on. Some people might say it's the same beat. It is, but he's the same person. Like it makes sense for him to keep going on the same route that he's on, especially considering his background, which we learn more of in this movie.
Yeah, and like he said, the heart of these movies tend to be, besides Denzel Washington killing people in the most interesting of way, people who deserve it, is him kind of saving youths out of tragic fates, that the situations they're in, like he said in the first one, he meets a little girl, and they're just talking, and he knows that this girl's probably in a prostitution ring, and he tries to save her out of it, and ends up saving her out of it. And this one, saving from the gang violence. So it's got a very great message of just like, I know you're in this reality, but I want to try and help you get out of this reality as best as possible. And that's a very strong point of the movie. Probably its strongest point of the movie is this.
You forgot to set the...
Yes, I did.
We don't know how long we're going.
I'd say we've been going for about 6 minutes.
All right.
We want to talk about the weak part of the movie that we both agree on?
Okay, it's time for the crap to hit the fan. I apologize if I was in the middle of a thought. Battery died. I don't know where I was at. I think we were talking about the villain and how bad he is. He sucks at everything.
No, it's not necessarily the actor, because the actor's wonderful, like we said. It's sort of the writing for this character. I can't, dang it.
Open my door one time. Oh my goodness.
There was a bug.
He's still there.
Ew.
Rest in peace.
Nailed it. All right. It's sort of just the writing of this character, and when he gets introduced to the story, like, hey, this is the villain, and you're just like, come on, man.
Yeah.
It's it's not like I'm walking out of the theater. It's like, okay, you finish the movie, you're like, and then the fight scene at the end with them is cool. It's still, okay, you would know more than me because I was nodding in and out of the movie. But what I saw looked pretty good.
It was a long fight scene, and it was really interesting. I mean, true to whatever Denzel's name is in this movie, he's killing fools in unconventional ways. Like he's not using guns. Like, he's using like chemical composite. He spreads flour at one point and somehow mixes that with something else, and it causes an explosion. I don't know how that works.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh.
It was awesome.
Oh. So he MacGyver kills him.
Yeah, basically. He's Black MacGyver.
He equalizes the situation.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I kind of think that's where the title came from.
Yeah. I got jokes.
Real clever.
Yeah, thanks. I was holding that in for about 2 minutes.
Villain sucks.
Villain sucks.
Movie's pretty good though.
Movie's pretty good. As a whole, the movie is good.
Yeah. I think okay, no, I shouldn't say that. The movie's great. Okay. It doesn't need saving, but the villain is what pulls it down.
It's good. What keeps it from being really good is the villain pulling it down.
Yeah. man, I could go. We could make a video about. Maybe we should make a video about the villain, how he sucks at life, and how his mother is.
Thank you.
You
We're
know,
going there again.
She's crippled. Okay, she's got one boob. It's gone. He sucked it away. She's crippled for life. I mean, she's lucky that he didn't suck her arm through there. I'm telling you, he sucks. He's got that super soldier serum going.
Oh, the worst part is I can't add to that in an appropriate way.
Just know that it's true. He sucks.
He sucks. And it's, I don't blame the actor. I kind of, and I don't blame, I guess I blame the writer, but the writer did a good job, whoever wrote the script. It's a good script. It's just, when it gets to the villain, the way it plays out.
It's supposed to be the big twist.
Yeah.
And here's the deal, okay?
It's not a big twist. It's like a minor curve.
And it works, okay? It does work. It doesn't ruin the movie. If it was that bad, it would ruin the movie. But I'm just very disappointed, okay? Because I love the first one, and this one had very good potential, and it ended up being really good. But if they would have just spent some more time thinking about this, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Yeah, okay.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. It's just the way it happened. It doesn't make you go, oh, that's a good, yes. Oh, this just got real. It's a, oh.
Exactly. There's no moment, okay?
Yeah.
Like they talk it out. You know, Denzel gives the whole, you know, I know what you did. Turn back now, repent of your wicked ways thing that he always does. And of course,
Not
the
quite
guy
like that, but yeah.
The villain's just like, yeah, that's gonna happen. But I mean, there's no emotional moment, and that's the only reason I can think of why they would use his former buddy as the villain, like
to make it personal.
Yeah, but it's not personal at all. It's just like, you kill my best friend, boom, sucker. And
that's the other thing, and I was in and out, so I may have not seen this quite exactly how it played out, but weren't spoilers, correctly?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. The way Denzel, because the bad guy gets on a tower and is sniping people in the middle of a hurricane, because that's what you do. You get on the tallest building and snipe people in a hurricane.
Respect for that moment, by the way.
Okay.
Fight scene in a hurricane.
Yes, that was cool. That was cool. Well, from what I saw, it looked cool. But I believe Denzel, all he does is just climbs up there and then basically kills them, right? There's no real, like...
There's a little fight scene, but I mean, it's the whole thing is fight scene. You know from the get-go that Denzel is the man, okay?
Yeah.
He's got the gift. And he's gonna if he wants you dead, you dead. I mean,
yeah.
Thanos.
Spoiler for that other movie that came out this summer.
No, I mean, everybody's seen it, okay? Let's be real.
Yeah, that's true. It made how many billions of dollars?
But if Denzel and Thanos were in the same universe, Thanos would be wetting his pants, okay?
Denzel would be playing Thanos.
Denzel's got his stopwatch. He's like, okay, you know, he's a big guy. Let's give it 12 seconds.
12 seconds. Anyway, but yes, it's a good movie. We talked about the kid, and that was good.
I think we're about ready to wrap this sucker up.
Yeah, I think so. This one was kind of long. Scores?
All right, so like I said, I'm a huge fan of the first one, and I had high expectations for this one, and you know, it met the expectations pretty well. Could have easily exceeded my expectations if it wasn't for the villain. So I'm gonna have to give it a critical score of 7. But I did enjoy it, despite the uninspiring villain. I did enjoy it a lot. It's the same. You get the same feeling as the first one, which I really appreciate. So I'm gonna go with an 8 on enjoyment.
Yeah. For me, critically, I'm also going to give it a 7. Like we said, the villain kind of brought it down. Didn't ruin, but brought it down. Enjoyment-wise, I think I'm also going to give it a 7. So I think it's a double 7 for me. It's a thoroughly enjoyable movie.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It would have been an 8 if you saw the whole movie.
Yeah, it would have been a 7.
You don't know that.
No, I do.
You probably missed some really good moments.
But this eye was closed, sleeping. This eye was open, catching it. 20% of it.
You're not Gandalf. You can't do that.
I saw some sand move in a really
Okay.
artistic way.
You know what?
And then I heard Denzel
Thanks for
kill
watching.
somebody.
Jimmy, AJ, we like movies. Hope you do too. Please, watch this movie. Tell us what you think about it. It is rated R, so don't take.
Do you want to talk about the content real quick? Like why it's rated R?
They can figure that out.
Violence and language.
Yeah, it's violence and language. But anyway, if you like this, let us know. If you don't like it, tell us how we can be better. And if we just suck as people, let us know that, because then we can go shoot ourselves. Or I can shoot you and then you can shoot me. We'd have to do it at the same time or it wouldn't work. Because I'd feel very uncomfortable shooting you and then having to shoot myself too.
Can we just jump off the bridge at the same time? I don't really want to get
We're
shot.
not really a couple though. Like I
Okay,
feel
fine.
like that's something that couples do. Like hold
You
hands
can
and-
push me and then jump after me, because we both know I wouldn't jump. I would just stand there and be like, I'm jumping now.
That'd be a good rush. That'd be a way to go out. Anyway, where did that come from? Anyway, so like and subscribe and tell us how we can be better. More reviews coming at you sometime in the future, hopefully, God willing. See you later, guys.
See ya.